Right, this is the IKEA Canvas World map, really popular at the moment. IKEA stopped doing them about 4 years ago. You may have bought one off eBay. I'm really going to show you quickly how to put it together. So if you want to get from the box of bits that you've got, if you've bought it secondhand, and you want it to look like this is where we're going to go from here. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you've got all the bits. You should have 4 aluminium parts which go to make up the frame. There's 2 long ones, 2 short ones. Obviously the long ones are the top and the bottom of the rectangle, and the short ones are the sides. And the next thing to check is that you've got the 4 connecting corners. These obviously slot in each side, but make sure that the rails and the gaps run the same way when you put them in. Then you should have 16 of these U-shaped plastic strips, U-shaped in section. They clip into the frame to hold the canvas in place, and then finally obviously you should have the large canvas. Now, this is a big old boy to put together. It's 2 meters by 1.4 meters. So find yourself a relatively flat space on the carpet so you can start to put the frame together. First of all, as best you can, lay the canvas out flat, face down on the floor. Make sure there's nothing spiky or hard underneath that might tear the canvas, but also avoid stepping over or walking over the canvas when it's laid down. Lay the 4 aluminium strips around the edge of the frame, making sure that you get the channel on the outside of the frame, not the inside. You'll soon realise it if you put it together wrong. Then assemble the frame using the 4 right-angled corner pieces, making sure that the channel runs concurrent all the way around. The next stage is to insert the U-shaped plastic pieces. I always start on one of the long sides, the top or the bottom. So gently pull the frame over, tuck it in, start roughly around the centre of the frame, and you literally push these in place. And you just keep on keeping on. I'll put 1 or 2 along the top side, and then pull the canvas taut on the top side, or the opposite side to what you've just done, and push them in place. There you go. Slowly work your way all the way around, and I tend to do opposing sides as I go rather than doing all one side. When you get to the corners, it's just a case of folding it in like you're wrapping a Christmas present. But also, if you know anyone that can do hospital corners far better than I can, then they're the ones to get to do the corners for you. So just continue working your way all the way around with those clips. If there is any excess, feel free to just cut it off. You might need that to put some hooks on it to mount it on the wall, but it's really light, so it shouldn't take too much of an anchor. And then you're done, ready to go. That's it. Mine doesn't even take wall anchors. I just stand it slightly on the back of the sofa, and it's so light it stayed there for ages, so you should be fine.